Hi kids, Mr. Wenstrom here. It's story time. Each Friday night I'm going to be reading a new book. Tonight's story is called Passing the Music Down, and it's written by Sarah Sullivan. I hope you enjoy it. Passing the Music Down. Come August, with corn strutting high in the fields and tomatoes plumping out on the vine, folks get to talking about tuning up and heading over twisty mountain roads to hear fiddle players and banjo pickers make music under the stars. They travel through the heartland past cold factories and drifty towns to the old mountains slumbering east of Tennessee. Come to hear a man bent by stooping into the mines. Come to hear him lift his bow and set his spirit free. Play Liza Jane, shouts a boy from the crowd. Traveled clear from Indiana just to hear that fiddler play. With his hands gnarled from work, the old man lifts his bow, gives a nod to the crowd, and saws out a lick. Passing the music down. Play some more? Asked the boy. Then he strides up front, takes a seat beside the fiddler on a tall wooden stool. Know any of my music? Asked the old man. The boy lifts his arm and plays Peg and All, his chest near to bursting with all the hope inside. That's pretty good, the old man says. You got to start with a spin and end with a skid. Like a katydid in spring, the boy's heart dances. Will you teach me all your tunes? He asks with a gulp. Will you show me how they go? I want to play like you. The fiddler wipes his brow, takes a long, slow look. You ought to bring that boy to see me, he tells the young man's folks. Pay a visit to the farm, and we'll play some old-time tunes. Passing the music down. Rolling up the hollow through the early morning mist, the boy's father steers the car around two friendly old hounds. Been wondering when you'd get here, the old man tells the boy. Got a lot of things to show you. I hope you'll spend some time. They flip flapjacks for breakfast. They hunt ginseng in the woods. They pick runners from the garden. And when the work is done, they sit out on the porch. The old man tunes his fiddle and the boy leans in close. They play Bonaparte's Retreat and You Piney Mountain, tunes older than the towns the boy traveled through, tunes old as the mist and as the twisty mountain roads, passing the music down. Soon the boy and his family are putting down roots in the next county over from the old man's farm. On cold December nights, they fiddle by the fire. Snow settles deep against the fence, and the boy settles deep inside the music. The old man shares his stories. They've become the best of friends. When the creek swells in the spring and the rooster cock-a-doodles, they gather fiddleheads for lunch and mend fence posts by the well. Seedlings dot the garden when they fiddle down in Charleston. Bees nuzzle honeysuckle when they jam up at Glenville. Frost stiffens hay bales when they teach out at Elkins. Their lives are stitched together in a quilt of old-time tunes. Passing the music down. Life scoots along. The boy's back grows straight and tall. The old man's knees turn wobbly. He turned 90 a few years past. Still, he tends the garden and plays music with the boy. Until one cold frosty morning just before spring, the old man's legs won't move the way that they need to go. He can't lift a log from the woodpile to the fire, and he can't make the journey from his kitchen to the porch. Sitting at his bedside, the boy holds his friend's hand, hums a tune low and soft all the way to the end. He sees the old man smile when he hears the boy's words. I'll do just like I promised. I'll teach folks all your tunes. There's a part of you that will always be around. Passing the music down. Now the years have passed since the old man taught the boy. The young man plays his fiddle at festivals and fairs. Play Liza Jane, shouts a boy from the crowd. Traveled quite a distance just to hear that young man play. Well, the boy's growing up now, isn't he? The fiddler lifts his bow and plays the old-time tune. There's an echo in his heart as he saws out a rip. He hears the old man's voice in a memory deep inside. Play that fiddle, son. You got to pass the music down. Wow. What a great story. I love that story because I love music, and I also love the idea of passing love of music down from one generation to another. Those songs will live on as long as they keep teaching it to new people. I hope you enjoyed tonight's story of passing the music down, and I hope you'll join me every Friday night for a new book. I hope you're reading some on your own as well. Have a great week, and remember, great things happen when we read.